Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Jamila, and today we have another memory plan with me for the week of July 6th through the 12th. This week we use this kit from Leonard Designs. It's a little older. It's called Pretty Pricklies. I use the matching 4 bundle as well, and I foiled it in like this sparkly green. I hope you guys can't hear the traffic, but anyway. Yes, I folded in the sparkly green and I really love the way it came out. Lately, I've bought a bunch of new character stickers, so I was able to incorporate them as well. So that's super exciting. I'm back on it. This week, what happened this week? So this week, um I worked I picked up a couple of overtime shifts on first shift. Ghetto, but that's that's the nature of first shift. Just it wasn't the patient load, it was just all the chaos, you know. Then I marked that patient scratch me because we are not talking about how I saw this on TikTok. They said the assisted livings are be turning into nursing homes, and the nursing homes are turning into behavioral units. And we're not talking about your dementia residents. No, 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 no. We're talking about behavioral mental health. That is what's going on. No longer are the residents your 80, 90-year-old grandma that or grandpa that has a little dementia. Okay. Mixing people with dementia with violent patients as well, with mental health issues they are not being medicated for. But y'all don't want me to go off on that tangent. So yeah, there's that. So that happened. And I did not like the way the facility handled it. Pissed me off. But anyway, another thing. What else? I moved into my new place that I'm currently in this week. So excited, so happy. Uh, I'm just loving it. Don't y'all know, if you watch that last video, don't y'all know that man, that landlord, old landlord, gonna ask me, do I want to move into another of his properties? Absolutely not. And then current day, I'm still in the group chat. He's messaging and talking crazy. Anyway, not to me, just in the group chat, honey. I Professionalism out the door. Anyway, that happened. I got a lot of Happy Mail. I feel like I got some Happy Mail from TMC. The Coffee Monsters Co. I was trying to abbreviate it. I got some Happy Mail from the Coffee Monsters Co. I believe I got some probably from Cafe with Anna. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. I also got some new fountain pen inks today. I marked it that I got a new fountain pen, but it's really a new fountain pen inks. So yes, so that is pretty much all that kind of happened this week. And I will see you guys in the day by day. Hi guys, we are back to film our day by day. This base, gorgy, but we're going to flip her over and hop right in because why not, I hope I'm zoomed in enough, but yeah, hopefully my mic is working because tragic. Okay, so I thought I printed out the extras, but I don't know what I did with them, so I had to like improvise on the sidebar situation. So yeah, starting off strong, we have an extender on Monday. So first thing we marked is that, kind of all over the place. Surprise, surprise. First thing we marked is that our July kit lineup went live this day. And then we filmed. Oop, that's interesting. We filmed this day. And then we got the call that we are moving on Thursday, which was really exciting because if you know, you know. If you watched my other video, you know about the shenanigans. If not, go watch it. It was my journal with me where I go into detail about that foolishness at that other apartment. But then we marked that we filmed this day. What did we film? Oh, I filmed a daily plan with me that is also already went live. And then, oh, the first thing, this is from Carly Plans. This what I feel like it's not focusing. It's not tragic. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, maybe it'll focus a little better. I don't know. Struggling. Anyway, Carly Plans make plans, and this is from a new shop to me called Scripted Hours. Stickers are so cute. Use that to mark that I got the good news that I was moving on Thursday because we love that for me. Okay. All right. Then I marked that I wash my hair. I have been doing good about washing my hair every week because I have so much hair and yeah. Honestly, I'm so glad I'm black because I could not be washing my hair every day. Like, no ma'am. Um, and it's really not the washing of the hair, it's the styling. Like, my hair takes forever to dry. So anyway, so I washed my hair this day. That is from Sweet Ava's Paper. I had Taco Bell. Clearly, first of all, as a Taco Bell stand, was prior to the whole debacle or me knowing about the debacle. But honey, if you are a true Taco Bell girly or guy, honey, a little virus ain't gonna scare you. And no ma'am. Uh that is from Carly Plans, Geeky Draft Designs, and Scripted Hours. I watch Law and Order SVU, and then I make scripts. And then last, but not least, from this day, I marked that I got some Happy Mail. This day I got um did I get the okay, no, I got the fountain pen ink. I don't know why I marked a pen. I got my Every Minute a Story subscription. It's really, really cute. It was like some washing. It's like washing and a few other things. I got that subscription right here. Then, and I got some fountain pen ink. I got the Marky Palm Water from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I got the Coffee Monsters. Got that fountain pen ink. But clearly I marked Every Minute a Story in pen, which that's incorrect, but you know what else. That is from Once More Love. And then I had an iced coffee. This is from Carly Plans. And then I worked this day. And this is from Once More Love. We're going to pretend like it matched. Okay. We're going to pretend like that matches. Why am I not zoomed in? What? This playing with me is not, living up to the hype, but we shall press on. All right. First thing I marked is that I worked over OT this day. I picked up a first shift. Um, it was okay. Um, then I had McDonald's this day. I probably had like a ice cream on my lunch break. I have been rewarded when I pick up first shift. I love McDonald's like ice cream cones. I feel like they have some of the best like ice cream. Besides like going to an ice cream shop, you know what I mean? But like I guess you would consider it fast food ice cream. And I reward myself with a little piece of ice cream after working. And then I had Burger King. Now, question. Oh, that was okay. I'm like, I didn't have those back to back. I worked OT, that is from Carly Plans. The Burger King was on my way to work. Then I had McDonald's. Yes, we've been eating out a lot, but if you know, you know. I that's my life, honestly. But we're doing better. We bought groceries, so there's that. Um, and then this is Burger King. All right, moving on. Oh yeah, I remember this day. If y'all only knew. So I watched Law and Order SVU before I clocked into work. I marked that I worked. Then I marked that a patient scratched me, and she absolutely did know what she was doing. So yeah. If she was demented, I really wouldn't have cared. And I didn't like the way the facility handled it. It's a whole thing. Not for us doing things to the patient, but like when I say scratch, she scratched me. I still have the scars from her scratch. And it was like deep, and it like it should have been handled better, but that's another story for another day. There are reasons. I'm a travel CNA. When you hear of travel CNAs and travel nurses, there are reasons these facilities need travel people. And not all the time is it about the patient load or how many patients that the facility requires. Because I'm originally from the South, as you guys know, and the patient load is absolutely insane. There's no like mandated ratios for nurses or CNAs in most states, especially in the South. But where I'm at currently, there are. So it's not really that. And then you're going to have the nature of the game, you know, you're going to have like wild patients or whatever the case. But it oftentimes, just like with any job, it is management. And yeah, there's that. Um, but that's neither here nor there. Um, I'll make okay. So first thing I marked. Um, did I even tell you where this stuff was from? Carly Plans, Sweet Ava's Paper, Carly Plans. That is from OK Plans. Carly Plans wants more love. Carly Plans. Oh, yeah, y'all see Carly Plans. All right, on to Wednesday. I had another OT shift scheduled. Then I marked it was a really rough shift. It was on this unit that I think they said 3 CNAs and a nurse walked out like the prior week. So very ghetto, very ghetto, rough shift. And then I marked that, of course, had McDonald's after working that shift because I deserved it. Okay. And that ice cream cone. And I think I was kind of trying to use my McDonald's points because I had a lot. Um, and it's so interesting. In Atlanta, those regular ice cream cones are like $3. I'm like, I'll just use my points because I refuse to pay for it. But up here it's only like $1 or something. So yeah. What's More Love? That is the Coffee Monsters Co. And Sweet Ava's Paper. Then when I got home, I had an order from some Happy Meal from the Coffee Monsters Co. Then had some Burger King before work. Because let me tell you, that, first of all, TikTok is so dangerous because the combinations that you would have never thought of, TikTok is going to tell you about. But anyway, for my Happy Meal from the Coffee Monsters Co., that is from Scripted Hours. For Burger King, This is also from Scripted Hours. I worked my regular shift this night. That is from Carly Plans. And I was just over it. I was just overly over it. But luckily, I was off the next day and I was moving. So, yeah, overly over it this day. And that's from What's Worth Love. All right, and that is the first half. On to the second half. All right, we have 4 things to mark up top. Okay, first thing I mark is payday. I got paid this day. I took a nap. Because I knew I was moving to my new place, I was waiting for them to like send me the invoice so I could pay it. Because as y'all know, or if you've been following, I am in unconventional housing because I'm on a contract. So yeah, I was waiting for them to send me the invoice. You thought they'd be on their job, but no, they were not. But everything's been fine ever since then. So I took a nap, waiting on them to respond. I finally got to go into my new place, and then I had some Little Caesars, which very disappointing. For payday, that is from the Coffee Monsters code. For taking a nap, oop, this is from Carly Plans. For finally moving into the new place, that is from, what is that? Once More is Love. And then for Little Caesars, I'm pretty sure this is a super old sticker from Leonard Designs. Or it could be Whimsy. I don't know. It's one or two, but I don't think either one of them still has it. I don't know who it's from. Don't get me to lying. Truth be told. All right. Then I marked that what I did this day was I basically just took a few of the things from the place because I still current day have not finished moving out. I had like a whole month, so but I moved the necessities. I'll finish moving this coming week that's coming up, which is the end of the month. I'll finish getting my things out of there because I had already paid like my rent for that month, so I wasn't worried about it. All right, so for packing, so I packed the few things that I needed. Oh, and that is from Once More with Love. I marked that I got some Happy Mail. I got a new planner, which was this planner. Because if you know, I decided to start a new planner mid-year because I lost my notes. Then I watched Law and Order S. That's from Once More with Love. I watched Law and Order SVU. That's from Leonard Designs. I feel like I need to zoom out. I feel like, yeah, just a little bit. And then I set up my desk because your girl, I needed my desk, okay? And then I had Sheets. Sheets is a gas station here. They sell these tacos. Amazing. So I had Sheets this day. All right, moving on to Friday. Friday. I think I was looking at a different day, but I made it work because I truly did not need an extender, but such is life. I pulled stickers this day. I really was not, I don't think I read anything this week, so yeah. pulled stickers this day. I watched Law and Order SVU, and I found all right. For pulling stickers, this is from Carly Plans. For oh, these stickers are really stuck on this side of the sheet. For Law and Order SVU, that is also from Carly Plans. Yeah, these stickers are super stuck. I don't know why. And for filming, this is from Leonard Designs. I absolutely hate these tweezers. I have bought multiple tweezers from like Amazon and stuff and hate them because the ends are not sharp, truly, for real. Or these from Amazon, they'll be sharp for a minute and then they'll like not be sharp or too sharp. It's a whole thing. So if y'all have any recommendations for some tweezers, let your girl know because struggle. Okay. Then I watched Criminal Minds. Your girl has been back on her Criminal Minds. I'm determined to finish because that storyline with Spencer, oh, I don't want to ruin it. But that storyline in like season 12 really bored me to no end. But we're back at it. You know, we finally made it through that one. And so, yeah. I'm now on season 13. So for Criminal Minds, this is from Carly Plans. For getting, I got sheets again. Surprise, surprise. This is from Once More with Love. And I had an iced coffee from work, before work. This is from the Coffee Monsters called Cutie Patootie. And then, last but not least, I worked this day and I made scripts. I think I probably did it while I was on my lunch break or one of my breaks. I brought my laptop and did that. For working, that is from Once More with Love. And for scripts, because yeah, I'm still having a hard time getting these up with these. That is from Carly Plans. All right. On to Saturday. On Saturday, the first thing I marked was that I was tired AF. I was really annoyed because the Wi-Fi wasn't working, and mind you, I had just moved in on Thursday, so I'm like, is this a thing? Does like the Wi-Fi not work good over here? I was annoyed because I cannot be anywhere where the Wi-Fi does not work good. Then I had Long John Silver's. I didn't know what to eat. I had not had Long John Silver's in forever. And the reason I was eating out this particular, because I'm in like a little studio suite, but it does not have like a full kitchen. It only has like a stove top. So I needed like to get an air fryer. But I do have an air fryer now. So yeah. But oh, that's like got folded under. We might let it rock. Okay, there we go. And then I caught up in my journals. So for being tired AF, that is from Every Minute a Story. For the Wi-Fi not working, this is from Once More with Love. I was overly annoyed. Then for Long John Silver's, oh, back to the Long John Silver's, it was mid. It was not nothing to write home about. But I have found like a few, like, I don't know what you would call them, hometown, or like, what do you call them, restaurants? Like they're not like multiple, like they're like a hometown restaurant. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just not mixing up. They have some really hometown restaurants here. So yeah. But they're like big ones. Like I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings. It was horrible. I've been to the only like one I've been to was like Outback, was really, really good. The rest of them they can keep them for it's like your sit down, like Chili's, Applebee's, all of that. Um, and that is from the Coffee Monsters Co. But yeah, I went to this Italian restaurant. Oh, so good. That's literally right around the corner from where I moved. Really good. All right, I marked I got Happy Meal this day. It was probably Amazon. I have been. Oh no, this day I got some Happy Meal from Cafe with Donna. I always confuse myself, but y'all know. Is it, yeah, Cafe with Anna got some I ordered some kits from her. And then I got my scripted hours Happy Meal as well. I got some new washies and stickers from her. I have a hot take. Um but I don't know if this is a safe space to talk about it because I feel like, yes, there is a downward spiral in the planner community. And I'm not talking about the vertical kit people, right? Because the vertical kits is really niche, right? There's other um planners and kits, not before it's like the character stickers, or if you're really a shop that's really trying to get into character stickers or doodles and all the things. I feel like a lot of shops are not utilizing TikTok. That's what I would say. I feel like shops are not utilizing TikTok as they should. Because I don't really, I see SPC on there because there is a huge market out there, and there are people who are still buying stickers. Um, but you have to be willing to market yourself, right? And if we don't change with the times, it's, of course, or it may that you don't want to, right? But you have to, because that just even goes back to even the influencers. When I used to watch YouTube heavily, makeup, all the things, but once, which makeup is still a huge thing, but those influencers had to transition to short form content. And I feel like just marketing on Instagram is not enough. Um, and because we cannot just be complacent with, I, I don't know if this is a safe space, being complacent with your original fan base and not attempting to grow, right? Or change with the times. Because, granted, truly, this form of sticker planning is really expensive, especially if I'm a printable girly. I probably would not still be planning if I was not, because that's just the times, right? Because not only are you buying the kits, but you're buying the 4 bundles, right? Because I've gone back and forth about buying the 4, no longer printing and cutting my kits, but because they're so expensive, it's just like, I'm not sure, right? But I still try to support those, right? Because especially my girl Cafe with Anna, I'm gonna try to buy her kits, especially she has some nice stuff. But anyway, because I know my girl is with me. If you picking up what I'm putting down, but also if it is not available printable, if I like it enough, I will buy it, right? But there's also a huge market. I'm on TikTok heavily in the planner community part of TikTok. And the market is there, but I feel like the shops, especially the ones that are coming from the decorative 7x9 planners, they are not utilizing TikTok, and that would help them. I mean, I understand times are hard, truly, but like I said, the market is there. It's just I'm on TikTok and I get people asking me all the time, "Oh, where is that sticker from?" They have no clue that they mostly know Coffee Monsters Co. because she is heavily on TikTok and she has that fan base, right? Um, but I think that would help some people. But hey, I'm just a consumer, you know. So yeah, take what I say with a grain of salt. But if I like it enough, I will pay for it. Truly. And people are spending thousands of dollars on stickers still to this day, but you have to have the market for it. If you're a vertical sticker shop, you you can still offer the vertical kits, but also offer the Hobonichi kits because it is a huge market for that. You know, there's a huge market for that monthly kits, and make things your own. But like I said, I feel like because people don't, and if you don't want to change, that's fine. But and the Coffee Monsters Co. She uses her stuff on, you know what I mean, on she supports not only her but other shops as well. But she uses her things on TikTok, she does not have brand ambassadors. I mean, and her stuff sells out like crazy. Not only her, but there's other companies. But yeah, like I said, it's a market for it. Don't give up on your dreams. You may sometimes have to transition, if that makes sense. And still stay true to yourself. But that's what I do want to say. There is a market for it. I'm the market. I'm a girly pop who I have the money. It's just because I do vertical plan, but I also journal. So, and the market for journaling is on TikTok. It's on the short form content. It's on reels, shorts. Um, so yeah, that's just my little 2 cents about that. But yes, this is did I even talk about? I did not talk about this. Okay. Um, I was talking about, yeah, we said I caught up in my journal. I got some happy mail from, oh, that's how I got on there. I got some happy mail from Cafe with Onions, scripted hours. Um, then I had Burger King. I worked. I was literally over it. I was just, I don't know, over it. So that's from scripted hours. I worked a OT shift, and just like I discovered every minute of story from TikTok. I discovered scripted hours from TikTok, and she just opened her shop this year. Um, so yeah. Um, this working OT Sweet Abel's paper. This is from the Coffee Monsters Co. Every minute a story. That day was just horrific, and I was like, "This is my last first shift. Have I worked another first shift again? Yes." But yeah. Burger King, you get draft designs for working. This is from Carly Plans, and for taking a nap, this is also from Carly Plans. But yes, guys, I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see the finished spread. Okay, guys, this is the finished spread. Do not mind my messy desk in the background, but yes, this is finished spread. It has come out really, really cute. Really love it. I love the new stickers I've been buying. But yes, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, don't forget to, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.